So Cody Co, a very popular commentary channel with over 6 million subscribers and a former Viner, which is actually where he got his popularity from, has been thrown some pretty hefty allegations towards his way. And the allegations I'm talking about is Cody Co hooking up with a 17-year-old at the time. And that 17-year-old at the time is Tana Mongeau. Now, a lot of you guys may know Tana Mongeau from her, I don't know, I'd say I pretty much recognize Tana Mongeau from the content cop that iDubbbz made back in the day. Man, when iDubbbz used to be good. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Fuck you.
Cody Co and Tana Mongeau allegedly hooked up when she was 17 and he was 25. So yeah, the numbers right there, you know, kind of a huge gap, and it's kind of a bad look, especially. Actually, a very terrible look. Now, keep in mind, these allegations have been surfacing around the internet for quite some time now, I believe a couple of months or so, but they recently just came to light after a YouTuber by the name of D'Angelo Wallace made a video basically bringing these up to the surface level. So basically, kind of put it into simple terms, picture these allegations as an underground rapper. People are listening to him for a couple months, and then after a few months, a lot of people start getting into him and he becomes mainstream. That's basically what these allegations are. They were kind of swept under the rug for actually, I believe, over a few years now, and they recently came to the light a little bit in a few months prior when a lot of people were starting to talk about this, but they never really, you know, got to the surface level. But now that D'Angelo Wallace made a video covering it, they've basically just shined on everyone. Every single commentary channel has been talking about it. It's kind of this big thing. It's the big story right now. It's essentially the new Dr. Disrespect story out right now. Now, I'm actually familiar with Cody Co. I used to watch him back in the day. I haven't really caught up on him, but I used to watch a little bit of his content back in the day, as well as Danny Gonzalez, David Dobrik, Danny Duncan. I used to watch all of them back in the day, although I haven't really watched a lot of them recently. And to be completely honest, I was honestly shocked when I heard about this, because I always thought Cody Co. was like this chill person. You know, I always thought he was like Mr. Beast chill level. I feel like every month or so we have a popular influencer or a celebrity being exposed for something crazy. Like, for example, I'm Alex.
I'm gonna fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up.
Dr. Disrespect, Cody Co, Drake, Diddy, and the list can go on. I mean, we're only halfway done with 2024, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot more adding on to that list. But there's been a lot of people taking Cody Co's side because of his reputation online, because people perceive him as a genuine person. He's a wholesome person, he's a very chill guy, and they're not believing Tana Mongeau and just basically discrediting her because of her past image and what she's done online and how she's known on the internet, which I find to be completely ridiculous, because in D'Angelo's video she brought up clear evidence as to how this could possibly be true, and I'm 100% believing it, although I'm gonna say allegations because, you know, I want to cover my ass. I don't want to get sued, which I doubt any of these are gonna see, but, you know, I just want to be safe. But it's the fact that people are calling Tana a liar, or they're not gonna listen to her because of how she is perceived on the internet as. Now, Tana has a history of lying, so that's why a lot of people aren't believing this story at first. Then you also got other people out there who are legitimately crazy and think that 17 is 18, when in reality it's not. 17 is a completely different number from 18. 17 is a minor and 18 is an adult. Those are two completely different numbers, and there's people saying, oh, well, what if she was 17 years and 361 days old? That doesn't change anything. That still means she's a minor and she cannot consent to it. And you also got to consider that he was 25 at the time, so yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but you know, 25 and 18-year-old just kind of seems a little bit, you know, sketch. I don't know, just me, but yeah, 17 and 25, just, you're going over, but you're killing it. You've essentially just screwed yourself. Now, there's more evidence to this story. Gabby Hanna, who is another pretty controversial or not liked influencer on the internet, came out with this on a podcast from a clip which is very difficult to find by. I mean, the only clip available that I could find was from D'Angelo's video.
Because if Tana Mongeau was 17, you would have been 25. So people started speculating, and Tana decided to set the record straight.
I hooked up with Cody Co when I was 17 and he was 25.
She claims that not only were you fully aware of her age at the time, but someone even tried to stop you, and you went ahead anyway.
There was a situation with Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him, like, yo, she's 17, and then we still went and hooked up.
Remember how Tana said that fellow YouTuber Gabby Hanna tried to stop you before everything allegedly went down? Well, did you know that Gabby is actually on record telling the exact same story several years ago?
One time, I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage, watch it. And he's like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. And then he turned that.
This is really really bad.
So the fact that there's two sides to this story that are practically the same thing makes me believe that Cody Ko is 100% guilty. And from what Gabby Hanna said, allegedly, that he was aware, that he said, thank God you told me. And then he still proceeded to go with it, as if he didn't hear what Gabby had to say. As well as him trying to hide or trying to cover his tracks when Tana was kind of bringing these into the spotlight a little bit more. Cody Ko decided to hit her up and say, hey, are we good? Are we chilling? Are we doing all right? You know, you want a cupcake or something?
Tana's further claims make it sound like you're terrified.
I said something about it online and it was starting to surface. And he texted me like, are we good? And was like, I said, yeah. And like, he was like, my wedding's coming up.
You do have a history of making bad choices when you're terrified of people finding things out.
Which, I mean, that kind of just screams sorry or guilt. But I mean, come on, there's literally no escaping that. It's already happened. You know, it's already imprinted into people's heads. It's definitely imprinted into Tana's head. I mean, there's literally no way you can change it whatsoever. Like, you can't go back in time and change it yourself. It's impossible. And to be completely honest, I'd expect Cody Ko to be one of the last people I'd expect to be exposed for something like this, or at least be brought up into some sort of controversy like this, because I always saw the guy as, you know, pretty chill, humble, or I don't know about humble, but, you know, just a chill guy overall, just a guy who just, you know, enjoys life and enjoys doing whatever he likes. But now a lot of people are starting to see a lot of difference in him. They're starting to perceive him as a different person now, which, I mean, yeah, definitely, because if you're 25 sleeping with a 17-year-old, yeah, that's... I mean, to put that into perspective, when he was 18 years old, let's just say when he was, I don't know, a senior, maybe a super senior, let's just say he's 18 years old, then that would mean Tana would be 11 years old. She'd be in middle school still, probably like in 4th or 5th grade. Now, I only gave that example to show the age gap because, yeah, that's an 8-year difference. But in all honesty, I just think that discrediting Tana because she has a horrible image on the internet is completely stupid. And I think this comment here summarized my whole video in a nutshell. Just because someone isn't a perfect victim doesn't mean they aren't a victim. Yeah, that's kind of what a lot of people are basically saying or alluding when trying to defend Cody Ko's actions or his persona overall. Like, it doesn't matter who the victim is, they're still the victim. If they did something really bad or something controversial in the past and they're the victim, that doesn't take away their victim card. It doesn't mean that they're a liar, that they're trying to make up lies. And I believe Tana didn't even, you know, mention Cody Ko directly into any title or anything. Like, she didn't make a whole podcast episode surrounding Cody Ko or didn't put him in the title at all. So I'm just gonna say that she's definitely not clout chasing or making up anything, any lies or anything just to destroy Cody Ko's reputation. I genuinely think that she was the victim. And just in case you aren't settled in with the age gap, let me just read this comment under that same video as well. As a 25-year-old, the idea of wanting to be with a 17-year-old is completely alien and gross. That's a kid. They haven't left high school. They're still excited for prom. I have a mortgage. We are in different worlds, which that comment right there should basically give you a depiction of the age gap, because it definitely gave one to me. Like, this guy is a whole grown man, meanwhile Tana is still a teenager in school on her way to finishing high school, while Cody is over here in his house, essentially his own house that he bought. He's not in his parents' house, he's in his own house, paying bills, doing all this stuff, working, while Tana here is doing schoolwork or videos. I don't know what she was doing at the time. I think this is the time when she blew up. Now, obviously, also in the video there was that whole segment of Cody Ko and his friend, where his friend was exposed at a frat party for having filmed a girl doing the deed with her without her consent, as well as also mistreating other girls, which led to him being put on probation. But I'm not going to get into that because honestly I really don't care about that. I just more so care about the whole Tana and Cody Ko part of the video and the whole drama surrounding it, because for him to be 25 and her to be 17 is just it's a fucking disgusting ass take. Like, that is some sick human being shit right there. I don't know what in his mind thought it was correct for him or right for him to hook up with a 17-year-old, but if you genuinely think that 17 equals 18, then you seriously need mental help. Like, you should probably go to a mental clinic or something and have your brain checked out. Or better yet, you should probably just hire a genie, maybe get one of those pots out there from a thrift store or a yard sale and hope a genie's in there so that way it can come out and brainwash you into believing that 18 is not 17. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. I just want to talk about this situation because genuinely it interested me, and also also, let me know if you guys are enjoying this new drama format layout that I've kind of been experimenting with. I don't know, I'm just kind of getting a little bit experimental with my channel and all. I've kind of been venturing out into some drama videos. I don't know, I might start covering drama. I don't know yet. I'm just getting a little experimental depending on how you guys enjoy it. If you guys enjoy it, leave a like down below and I'll definitely do some more drama related videos. Or if you guys don't, you guys can dislike it. That's alright. I just want to hear you guys' feedback. I want to know if you guys actually enjoy these types of videos. Like for example, the Dr. Disrespect one. If you guys enjoyed that one or if you guys didn't, let me know down below. And yeah, I can definitely see myself doing a couple more of these drama related videos. So like I said, it's just experimental. It's not going to be a permanent thing forever. So, and also let me know what you guys think of this whole situation. And yeah, let me know down below what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.